Oh, barely. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about my favorite comments I've ever received on my YouTube videos. I've been saving the best ones for the past few years now, so I've got a bunch of really great ones to read through and talk about. But first, I want to address the fact that I'm not posting as many skate videos. Here's the thing, I want to progress between every single video, and it's hard to do that when you're posting a lot of videos. So to avoid that, I'm going to be posting whenever I do learn new tricks, either on Instagram, you can follow me here, and here are a few recent examples of that. Or I'll be saving them for more long-term projects like my full-length video part that'll be coming out the next few months, I believe. Let's get started with these comments. So I've broken down my favorite comments into 3 different categories. One is random, and I know that sounds like an excuse for a category, but believe me, these are incredibly random. 2 is the helmet-related comments, and I get a lot of those. And 3 is the jealousy/hatred related comments. With that being said, let's start with the random comments and just roll through this. First comment, Josh Katz personality is rated G with 96 upvotes. I love that. That's absolutely hysterical. And there's a certain amount of truth to that. Here's the thing, is a lot of younger kids watch my videos, like 7, 8-year-olds come up to me at the skate park all the time and say what's up. And there's no reason why they need to be exposed to any sort of negativity like swear words and stuff, so I'd rather just avoid that. And also, I think a big part of this is just how optimistic I am, because I really do believe that when you are optimistic about life and happy about stuff, outcome tends to be better. Being a pessimist, being angry and cynical usually can only make things worse. So interesting observation, not all that wrong. Also, all the Toy Story movies are rated G, so it's kind of a big compliment. Next comment, is this a skate channel? Like for real? It's like Dr. Phil. I apologize if my videos have gotten slightly too analytical for you. Has anyone told you that you have nice nostrils? Because you do. Didn't know that. I wonder what a nice nostril looks like if I Google that. Interesting. I don't think he has nice nostrils. You have a mom ass. Thank you, I think. Also, I think there's a huge difference between swearing and reading a swear word. Swearing is rooted in negativity. This is just reading what's been written, so bear that in mind as I corrupt your young minds. It's 6:30 a.m. I'm gonna go bust a tray flip just because Josh Katz and helmets and technology and Jaden Smith. Well put. These next 2 commenters are very confused. Upload something, you sack of shit. What a strange mixture between love of my videos and hatred of me and my videos. I can't decide if I want to kiss this guy or beat the shit out of him. Also a very confused comment. Next one, you seem like the guy that reminds the teacher that there's a pop quiz. That's amazing. I think they're suggesting that I'm a bit of a goody two-shoes. And interestingly enough, in high school, I was kind of the exact opposite. I always did really well in all my classes, but I definitely messed around a lot. I pulled a lot of pranks, a lot of hijinks. It's a really good time in high school. This is nothing like smoking crack. I don't remember what video that was on, but I'm glad my videos don't have that much in relation to crack. Probably for the best. I wish I could spread butter across Josh's whole body. Flattering. Horrifying. Also, this guy's avatar and name is the Squid, which is amazing. One of my favorite cartoon shows as a kid was definitely Rocket Power. If we, skaters, started a rivalry with a sport, it should be basketball because they might run fast, but we can outroll them, unlike football, where they will tackle us. He's got a great creative mind. He was just thinking of neat concepts and duels and battles, and thank you for this interesting observation. I love comments like this. This comment isn't that interesting, but he actually made and developed the whole persona around the King Katz and this amazing Photoshop job of me with a crown. It's crazy the extent that people go to leave bizarre comments. I really do appreciate this sort of thing. This last one is actually not just one comment, but a series of comments of a guy who comes onto every single one of my videos and talks about me being a virgin, which is amazing. I think, first of all, it's really bizarre, the amount that people speculate on my personal life, and that's one of those things I just don't want to talk about. Because, you know, if I'm dating a girl or whatever, it's just nice to keep all that sort of thing private. With that, I will also say that anyone who comments asking me about my sex life or me being a virgin, I guarantee you, 99.9% chance, that person is a virgin. Now for the helmet comments, which are probably my favorite comments, just because people have gotten so creative over the years, and there are some really good ones in here. Starting off strong, Josh Katz's 3 favorite shapes. 1, octagon, which is true, it is my favorite shape. 2, hexagon, 3, helmet. It's reasonable. This next one is just kind of bizarre. First he asks, I'm new here, how does Josh have a helmet when there's only 7,000 people in the world? And then a year later, he asks, why does Josh wear a helmet when there are 200 people in the world? Interesting gap in the comments. Usually these people with like a theme like to keep it really consistent, but I guess he had a year of self-doubt Welcome back, man. Thank you for the interesting questions. I don't know if Josh is homosexual or if he just wants to protect his head, but then I saw him playing mini golf with a girl and knew he just wanted to protect his head. I'm torn on this comment. On one hand, I appreciate the creativity. If you're gonna make fun of me for something, make it interesting. And this guy clearly made it pretty interesting. And I definitely appreciate that way more than just, oh, your helmet sucks. On the other hand though, there's a lot of homophobia in the YouTube comments, and that's something I just cannot stand for. Like, a lot of people love to associate being gay with being a negative thing, which is just not true. So people will be like, oh Josh, that's gay, or you're gay. I'm like, first of all, I'm not offended by that at all. Being gay isn't a bad thing. And second of all, like, there's just no reason to bring gay people into this. Honestly, make fun of me, don't make fun of gay people. 3 steps to get girls: helmet hair, YouTube, avocados. Honestly, it works. Josh Katz was genetically crossbred with a helmet. People, I love the internet. This one was on a video that was super old, and I guess it had a helmet that was a little bit too big for my head. Your helmet back then, bigger than my future. A harsh truth. Would like Josh if he actually stickered his helmet instead of keeping it clean like a nerd. See, this baffles me. I don't think that a stickered helmet is much cooler than a plain helmet. I actually like the look of just a super simple black matte helmet. Though I will say the best helmet I ever owned was actually I cut a bunch of stickers into words and made it say helmet, so it was the helmet, and that was amazing. Next one, isn't not wearing a helmet more risky to your well-being? When you wear a helmet, you run the risk of getting beat up. Great point. See, this is the best part of YouTube. People like this are just brilliant, hysterical people, and I love reading comments like this. So if you want to hate on me, make sure it's interesting. Now for the last comment, this is probably the best helmet comment I've ever received. Arguably, the best comment I've ever received in my entire life. Go polish your helmet, Lil Diaper Baby. What's a little diaper baby? That is a crushing insult. I love it. For the final part of the video, we're gonna talk about hate comments, and I like to call these jealousy comments because hate is rooted in jealousy. And I think nothing proves that better than the fact that when people leave hate comments about my skating, it's actually not on my skateboarding videos as much as it is my unboxing videos, which just proves that it's more about they're jealous of the fact that I'm having success getting cool free products from awesome brands, and they're not. And I think that's amazing. But anyway, let's get into these hate comments one at a time. For the first one, I'm impressed by the dedication here. They made an account called Josh Katz is Gay, so they could comment Josh Katz is gay. Again, I appreciate the consistency, do not appreciate the homophobia. I do think it's interesting now that people are making these accounts to make it like a multi-layered joke. Like, you can actually play the username off of the comment really well. Not that this person was very clever, but I think that's still pretty funny. Holy shit, you were the Ned Flanders of skateboarding. This goes again with the G-rated personality one. Just a neat observation. Josh Katz, you suck. Revival wants you for your subscribers, you pusshead. Interesting insult, pusshead. I've definitely heard better. What I think is funny about this comment is that they're framing what they just said as an insult, but it's actually just the realization of Revive's brilliant marketing strategy. YouTube success equals business success. Next one, is your friend sponsored? He is a lot better than you, more steezy, more funny, more interesting, dresses better, doesn't look like a llama, doesn't wear a helmet, is cooler, has better hair, just all around better. Hopefully he replaces you. This is a great comment for a couple reasons. I really like how creative he got with every single insult possible. He really went into it. And another great thing about this is the fact that he clearly watched the video and scrutinized the video, maybe even watched it multiple times to think of this comment. However mean the comment is, the fact is they're watching my videos, giving me views, and that's super flattering, and you know, it's just fun. Like, this makes YouTube super interesting. Like, as much as I appreciate the nice comments where people express support for me, I also really like these comments because they keep things interesting. Talk shit about spread eagles, has one of the worst styles in skateboarding, and his mom pays YouTube for ads on videos. Been meaning to thank my mom for all the YouTube ads. Thank you, Mom. This is a good one. Day in the life of a rich guy. What else is new? Big deal, go suck a dick. That's a lot of anger for one YouTube comment. I just like the fact that my videos get people like this riled up. That's amazing. Last comment, and this kind of sums it all up. While these kids were busy insulting a skateboarder like them on the internet, Josh most likely learned a couple new tricks, made some money by being a successful YouTuber, and didn't sound like an arrogant asshole. This is very well put. When someone leaves a hate comment, all in all, I'm very flattered because they took the time out of their day to spend on me. And you know what? I get more views, I get more comments, and I get super entertained out of the whole process. So thank you to everyone that leaves negative comments because it's super interesting and it makes my life more fun. Sometimes it's good constructive criticism, so that's also very cool. Finally, nothing sums up the internet better than the fact that someone responded to this comment saying, said a clueless dick rider. You can't win on the internet. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see something sort of similar, I actually made a mockumentary tearing down every aspect of my life. Super proud of how it turned out. Put a link to it right over here. It's called Josh Katz Exposed. Let me know what you think of that. And also leave a comment on this video saying maybe it's a hate comment, maybe it's a positive comment, whatever you're feeling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you eventually. I'm gonna go eat dinner.